You are looking live at JTH Construction Studio, and this is Porch Time. I like the new intro. Just got to get it down. Some updates on our sponsors, you will see. Had to change some things, had to create some space, and maybe even doing more of that. What's up, CB? Hello, Logan and Teresa. I'll go over sponsorship in a minute. I can do that. I can make 1 million pages like that and even run commercials. I may end up doing that. I don't know. We're getting busy with that, which that's what we want. Hello, Logan Taylor. How are things done in Bloomington? Real quick, since we're on the topic of sponsors, JTH Construction Studio. Get a hold of Joe for all your construction needs. 765-913-8599. American Cold. Yeah, it's not bad, though. American Basement Solutions, Mr. Larry Ralph, 1-877-409-2837. Foundation, basement, crawl space. You won't find a better human being. Get a hold of Larry. Fathom Real Estate, Teresa Messmer. Get a hold of Teresa for all your real estate needs. She's been doing it a very long time. 765. Not that she's old. I didn't call you old, Teresa. Hello, Melody. Hello, Justine. Hello, Joe. Justine, how'd your girls do this week? How'd your team do, I should say? Teresa, get a hold of Teresa Messmer, Fathom Real Estate, 765-341-8911. Wellspring, Mr. Bob Goodrum's group, taking care of a lot of the homeless situation in town. 765-342-6661. It's something that always comes up. I have stuff I want to drop off. 3 places. Red Barn, Wellsprings, Church of Mission. One of those 3. Hello, Shoni. Telegram for Mongo. Candygram for Mongo. What's up, Kenny? Seth. Hello, Lori. Stids Comfort System. Look at that up there. He got his own little box now. 765-346-0195. Get a hold of Caleb Stid. Get you one of these ductless units. I'm telling you. AC heat. It doesn't matter. It does it all. Then we have Logan's Cosmos. 765-318-3388. When you see her, tell her you heard her ad on Porch Time and you need to cut your dad's hair. I'm just throwing that out there. Hello, Penny. Seth, Charles England chat. Boy, Seth, you got heat yet? Livewire, Tommy Walls Electrical Consulting, 765-792-4012. I want to get to Tommy in just a second. Wayman's Furniture Appliance and Mattress, 765-342-4339. There's Jade. Go over and tell Mark we said hello. Shop local, please. The Yard Barber, Andrew Payton, 765-318-4108. You're back in the 21st century, finally. Get a hold of Andrew. Let's not forget our girls at Hometown Nutrition, Boosted Teas, Protein Shakes. Stop over and tell him we said hi. Tommy, here's the type of guy he is. We set up in front of his house last year called The Parade. Kevin, thanks for doing the program, dude. You've done a lot of community building with a little repetition. Thanks, sir. Thank you, Kenneth. Gentlemen like you have helped us out all along the way, and we don't forget that. We sat in front of his house last year called The Parade. He's already contacted me saying he's going to do this, and this year for the parade. And we're talking October. That's just how Tommy is. Class act. Hello, Joyce. I want to get to something here real quick before I forget. This week at the high school for the FFA kids, it's like their spirit week. But one of the days, Thursday morning, it's drive your tractor to school. Now, everybody's, no, it's for real. They do it. And some kids come from a long way on their tractor. So please be careful driving to and from work and around town early Thursday morning. The last thing we'd want to see is something tragic happen to one of those individuals on their tractors. Thursday morning, bright and early, drive their tractor to school day. So keep an eye out for that. Emma, I talked to Emma about getting that out, and I wanted to make sure that we did that. Hello, Mike. Hello, Ben. All right, real quick. I won't be out here long. Just did some changes to the shoot some of the hill jacks. Someone's gonna do that. I'm with you. It is what it is. I agree, Seth. I had to make some changes, get some more sponsor space open up, and I'll click through these cameras real quick. But it wasn't easy. I had to get creative with some of them. So, yeah. But it is what it is. I like it. We'll make room. You want to be a sponsor? Want to be on the ticker? Want to have your own card? Let us know. Hello, Laura. I'm looking for volunteer for the T-shirt cannon launchers from the rooftop mouse during the Fall Foliage Festival. Kenny, if we do that, you are the man. Some upcoming shows we have. Of course, tomorrow morning, bright and early, 6:30, the greatest 50 minutes of your day, Coffee with Kevin. It's not me that makes it great. It's the yahoos that are up at 6:30 in the morning with me, like Seth Thringer, like Trent, and others. Carl's on. It is nonstop sophomoric humor, and I just try to tell you about the weather and drink my coffee. Anyway, that's every day this week, started at 6:30 a.m., and it ends about 20 after 7, so I can leave and go to work. I know, it sounds funny, but that's what it is. Until I do this full time, then we would have shows in the morning, shows in the evening, and then probably a late show. Coffee with Kevin, good morning. I am so glad I am above that level. Hello, Allie. Thank you, Seth. 9 out of 10 Martinsvillians prefer Coffee with Kevin over Good Morning America. All right, real quick. Thursday, February 22nd, Pack Away Hunger. That is Krista Long and company, I believe, from one of the middle schools. I'm getting it mixed up. The weather is much better than it was Friday. Jeffrey, we're going to get to that. What's good exactly, Kenny? I quit watching that 40 years ago. That they're coming in, tell us a little bit about their program and what it involves. Tuesday the 27th, the American Legion Auxiliaries coming in. They got some stuff they want to talk about. Thursday the 29th, Artie Fest is coming back in. And those are just 3 that I have. But I've got like 6 groups that we're working with, squeezing and trying to get them in. I seen Justine on here earlier. I want to get J2 back in here. I want to get the Peregrine kids that went to robotics class in here. I think the decathlon team. There's just so much going on. And trying to fit it all under one roof and getting times and stuff like that. That's tough. I want to get the 4-H kids in here soon. Before you know it, it'll be spring and summer and we'll be in the fair. So, got a lot going on. We're going to start advertising real soon. You're going to start seeing it. Our big golf event, we have changed some things about that this year. Part of it is going to be dedicated to my brother Tim Coriel. One scholarship is going to go into law enforcement, and one scholarship is going to go into communication. We may change the name to the Tim Coriel Memorial Porch Time Memorial Golf Outing. We haven't pinned that down yet, but that's coming. Those flyers, you're going to start seeing me advertise the heck out of that. There's Erin Hoskins. She's actually been involved in that a few times, the golf outing. How you doing, Erin? We want to get about 30 sponsors and about 36 teams of 4. We always come right around those numbers every year. It is a fun day. It is a great day. Foxcliff and Mr. Mullen goes all out for us, and we cannot wait for that event. And that'll happen at the end of April. So, and of course, we have the Eclipse coming up where we have our shirts. We've got koozies now. We've got little strap-on, carry-on bags or whatever. Those little, what's up, Kyle? All things with the logo of the Eclipse that we made on there. If you want to purchase one of those, get your teams in now because we'll fill it quick. And he's not lying because it always happens. We'll go, hey, we're going to do our golf outing on Monday. And by Wednesday, I'm like, hey, we've only got like 2 teams in. And by Sunday, we've got like 40 different groups saying, hey, we want in. And it never fails. We've got like 8 guys the day before. Oh, dude, we didn't get in. Can you get us in? No, because they have to go get carts because our tournament's so big. We can't fit you in. And really, Coriel? Dude, it's we've only been advertising this since February. Sorry. That's the way it is. So get your teams in quick. Once we get the flyer made and set out and sent to you, we'll send stuff out to the same teams that have been coming for 2-3 years now. They'll get it first. Because we're loyal like that. There's Mr. Walls right there. His ears were burning. I know they were. So, get your teams in quick. If you want to be a sponsor, get a hold of someone being a sponsor. Price is going to be very similar to the last couple of years. We just haven't got it settled yet. But I think last year we had 28 whole sponsors, 32 teams, Corey. Am I right by saying that? And we had to turn away about 8 teams, but he said this year he's gonna allow us to have 36 teams, which is insane. But we got him in. I think we were 2 whole shy last year of everybody completing because a thunderstorm rolled through and nobody was upset. They had a great day. Course was immaculate, and it was just a fun day. So if you want in and you're already a team member, already in there, start sending me a message. You guys know how it goes. If you're new and you want to be a whole sponsor and put a team in, message me. We'll get you set up and get you going. So looking forward to that. Past week, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday flew by because of the snowstorm. I mean, it's Monday morning basically already. We're just riding it out till then. But that was insane. We were maxed out, like you said. Had to tell a couple teams no room. I know that was sad. That just goes to show you we have limited access to the city. I know that sounds weird, but it's true. And when those avenues are congested or blocked or stopped, and then the side streets or back roads get congested, stopped, or blocked, it's a standstill around here. I know in town we didn't feel it as much. Talk to the people that work for the county. I saw images of 20, 30 people just walking down the road because their car's stuck with 20 other people all over the place. And that was crazy. What's up, Brian? So, something to think about as we move towards this eclipse. It's going to be that way. It's going to get congested just from the sheer numbers. 100,000 people is what they're expecting in our location. 2021 equals a nightmare. What happened in 2021, Kenny? Refresh my mind. I have never in my 20 years been to Artifest. I always thought you had to be an artesian. What's up, Zach? Hello, Shelly. You do, Seth. You can't go. You can't go, buddy. Sorry. But you are a member of the Chicken Council, so that should cut for something. You have a leg up. I'm here all week. The congestion of our community due to 4 or 5 inches of snow was insane. And the traffic accidents. Hello, Michelle. What? Well, that's too bad, Corey. I was going to get a live wire. No, Tom. This is this year. We want a live wire team. You know, and you sponsor Hull every year. I know he does. So how many people are they expecting to come into town for the eclipse? I will do whatever it takes to make the eclipse party. I took the day off. You'll be there, Seth. 100,000 in the county. And I would say, 33, split it up. Mooresville, Martinsville, and the surrounding county. There's only so many places you can go. Hello, Rick and Debbie. That is the one and only Paragon Homecoming. They have their 100th anniversary coming up. And there's no teams in right now. Mr. Wells, you can be the first. Exactly. Tell him, Corey, we want his business. He's a good man. They're expecting quite a few people. And then Paragon's going to be involved in this too. Anywhere there's open air, there's going to be people trying to park, camp, and set up for the eclipse. Paragon Speedway would be an ideal location. I-69 shut down, traffic funnel. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry, Kenny. That, I've put that behind me. Well, don't. What would that say that will count me in, sir? There you go, count. Many are renting their homes out for a small. Hello, Vicky. Hello, Desi. Yeah, it's going to be hectic. And I think a lot of people are underselling it, just being honest. Oh, it's not going to be that bad. Oh, it's not going to snow. I try to err on the side of caution. I'm borrowing a golf cart off someone, and we're going to run back and forth through the fairgrounds. If we have to rent one, Peregrine Speedway is having an eclipse party. That's what I thought. I got to get with Mr. Stout anyway. I've got some stuff he's wanting to work on. I told him there's 2 groups in Peregrine that want us to do some stuff, and there's one, and Mr. Stout's the other, and Peregrine Speedway's right in the middle of both. We just want to set up the fairgrounds, bring you some action of it, have some hangout time, play some cornhole. Zach's on here. His group's going to be there, Indiana Weather Network. And it'll be fun. It'll be like the end of the Wizard on Paint No Chasing Behind the Curtain. Hey, I'm somewhat of a conspiracy theorist. I know, it's shocking. But most of our conspiracies have come true in the last 4 years. But there's some doozies on the eclipse thing. So I might be online covering the end of it all. You never know. That's what you read. We'll just be hanging out. What's up, Jason Carter? Speaking of Jason Carter, it is concert series time. I've got our new ads up covering all the concerts on the ticker. It is a busy, busy, busy year for concerts. Martina McBride coming to the fairgrounds. Did you ever think that's going to happen? I mean, she's amazing. There's her ticker right there. You got Drink the Creek, Cedar Creek concert series. You got Jason Crabb. It goes on and on and on. It's going to be a fun summer. We're going to make the most of it. Bring your flower pots. ET's coming back. Every how many years? Kenny, this is a lunar eclipse, though, isn't it? Is this a solar eclipse or a lunar eclipse? This is a lunar eclipse. I don't know what the return is on how often it repeats or the repetitive nature of it. I think it's some time. We haven't had one, I don't know, maybe 8 years. It's a solar. See, Zach's all over me. It's a solar eclipse. I've told you. I can hear him. Had the privilege of having him in studio last week. You know, you see the guy, nice guy, quiet, clean cut, military looking. He comes in here, he's like 6'2". I was like, holy cow. I mean, I know you can't tell him 6'5" on air. But the guy's tall and lanky. I was like, can you play ball? He said, no, I just root for Purdue. That's it. That's the only basketball I got in me. I'm messing with him. Purdue got beat today? No. Oh, did they? God love them. Do you remember Haley's comment in '86? I do. But I don't think we'll be around then. Quiet down, Corey. Zach. I was at work all day. I literally worked all day. Didn't pay any attention to the Daytona or IU and any of that. I do remember that, Kenny. Or any basketball or anything. I also great game crap. I stayed at work. OSU, the new coach, beat them. Wowzer. Well, there goes that number 1 seed. Woo. So getting that 2-15 matchup was pretty much a guaranteed L for somebody every year. They got to do it this year. If they don't do it this year, y'all might as well put the basketballs up there. You're not going to get a better team to grace that floor with what you have right now. Now, mind you, I say that, but Corey just jabbed the Purdue fans with you. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. They play the 80s version of basketball with a 7-foot center because 30 years ago, that guy would have been a billionaire the minute he got out of college. Now he's probably going to be a late second-round pick, if that, or just added to a roster. Something. What's up, Otis? There's the man. like Trace is. They big men that aren't athletic and can shoot from the outside just aren't needed in today's NBA, which I do not watch. I could care less. But anywho. Anyway, Friday night was a disaster. Saturday felt like a January after New Year's Day. It was freezing cold, wind chills, and then today it's like, hey, we're almost in spring. Snow's melted, the roads are clear. Unbelievable. If you don't like the weather in Indiana, hang around for a couple hours. It'll change. Otis, how you doing, buddy? I thought we were going to end up having to... Otis, your spot was a location we were going to come knocking on your door during the eclipse, because he's got some land out there. It'd been a nice little setup. But getting out there is one thing, and then coming home, you may not be able to get back in town until about 10:30. And here's the thing, and I posted this. If you're a business owner, if you're a Chili's or any of these places that have adult drinks, food, and TVs, if you're not advertising right now, come to the Eclipse and enjoy the national championship game the same evening. Come hang out with us. You're wrong. The Final Four is Saturday. I know you would, Otis. I know you would be like, let's do it. If you're not enjoying the Final Four Saturday at your place of business and offering Eclipse stuff and getting people there, it is a chance for you to make a mint all weekend long that weekend and Monday night. Because Monday night is the national championship game, the same day the Eclipse comes through. Hello, Shelly. How's Mooresville? So anyway, lots going on. I wanted to pop on here. India, the only place you can slip on the ice, fall in the mud, and dust yourself off and get poison ivy. All good in the hood. There you go. You're right, Otis. No, I had to squeeze some sponsorship around. It looks good. It looks real good, Clark. Got some different things up now. So, wanted to pop on here, let it run for a little bit, and go from there. But you're more than welcome to join us tomorrow morning at 6:30 for Coffee with Kevin. And you'll get to see some of the usual suspects that are on here give me a hard time, and they're in rare form. I'm tired and grumpy, and I don't think Seth sleeps. I think Trent's always driving to work or coming home from work, and there's a few others. So there's Tanya and Shelly Steffi. So it's always a good time. We have a blast with it. They normally pick on me about what the coffee I drink, and every now and then we have a guest, Dan Downing. Captain Dan Downing, the Sheriff's Department, was in here talking about the FOP tournament. That's coming up a little bit later in the year, but he was wanting to get the word out. Hello, Don. So we're happy to have Dan in studio. He did not want any pumpkin spice coffee. I was a little offended, a little took back by that, but it's tough, right? Somebody's got to do it. Someone has to do it. So, anywho, that's it. Anybody got any questions, comments, concerns, gripes? CEO of the Chickens. Oh, CEO of the Chickens will be on. Seth Shelley's calling herself the CEO. Do we need to have a board member and vote on this, or? And the chairman. Tom's in there somewhere. Tom's the one that instantly, all I said was, there's going to be, how many chicken wings are going to be eaten this weekend during Super Bowl? And he's the one that went to Google and come back and said the National Chicken Council, which just threw it through the roof. National Chicken Council. So what's the word? Do people plan on leaving town Monday after the eclipse, or is it lingering for 2 days? Well, I think it just depends. Depends on where they're from. Like Here's a for instance. When they did this study, when the one that went through Kentucky, you had people from Tennessee, Indiana, and Ohio that waited to see what the weather was going to be in that area where it was coming through in Kentucky that day, and they found out it was going to be nice. They all jumped in their cars and drove over there. That's a percentage of. You have a percentage of people from across the globe that follows these things all the way across the globe. They're coming no matter what. That's a percentage. So who knows? It's hard to say. In Kentucky, I think it cleared out that evening. Now, the biggest thing in the little town they were looking at was like ours. It was taking people 6 hours to get out of their little burg that they were in because the traffic was insane. What's up, Corey? So, give them a reason to stick around. You got TVs, you got alcohol, you got the basketball game on in there. I mean, well, what are you going to do? You're not going to lose business. You could only gain because your normal crowd's going to come in from the area and going to watch the game anyway if you got it on. If you intended. I don't think the tip-off to that's pretty late, though, actually. Normally, on which I never could understand. It's like 9 o'clock on a work night. Why do they play these games on Monday nights? What is the point in that? I know the Final Four is Saturday. Play it the following Saturday. 7 o'clock tip-off. It's all about money. So, I don't know. I don't know what the call is on that. I mean, once it goes dark, it goes daylight. Everybody's going to look around and go, I'm going home. I got stuff to do. I got to go. But then you got to wait. You'll have to wait in traffic for 4 hours or 5 hours or 3 hours. It's going to be busy in this town Friday night, Saturday, and Sunday, and Monday. Concerts going on in Mooresville, concerts going on here. It's going to be busy. It's going to be busy in every path of that thing from the corner of Evansville straight across the state. Terre Haute's doing something. Uh-oh. Folks in Kentucky said the trash that was left behind was horrible. There you go. They had farmers down there that woke up on the day of the eclipse, and there were people camped out in their cornfields. Should we expect an increase in violence? I mean, you hate saying this, and you hate saying it this way. When the population goes up, things like that do increase. It's just a numbers game, and I hate being that way. You got 10,000, I guarantee you there's probably a national standard that is normal right across the board. This is what you expect crime-wise, give or take fluctuation. 20,000, same thing. 50,000, same thing. So yeah, I would say it's going to be a little iffy. You have a lot of strangers in town. I mean, for the fall foliage, we get strangers in town, and it's an uptick in things. You're going to have people. You're going to have strangers in town, and all the main arteries are going to be congested with strangers from out of town. So what are they going to do? They're going to look for alternative ways to drive around town. What would be a typical Chicago? Yeah, there you go. Valid point. Top population, whatever million in Chicago, and their crime rate is, yeah. I mean, any major big city, whether it be New York, LA, Houston, Chicago, they've all have issues for other reasons, but you're going to have crime and violence just by the sheer number of people, because there's bad actors in every crowd, and the bigger the crowd, the more the bad actors, unfortunately. I mean, I don't have a magic answer to tell you, Jade. Try that as well done right. I don't have a magic answer to tell you. Say 9 o'clock, they're going to be gone. Everybody's going to be gone. We'll be back to our normal selves. Or 15,000 people in the county. That's it. That's highly unlikely. I know the hotels are sold out that weekend. not just in the radius, they're sold out. The campgrounds are sold out. So, but that's not going to cover what they're expecting. What is it? 100,000 people can sit in the infield of the 500. There you go. Stretch that mess out across our county. What's up, Tony? Hello, Kathy. Hello, Lenny. So it's going to be an interesting 3 days. It could be very profitable for certain businesses in our community. It could be profitable to our community. You could entice others to come move here and live here. A small town USA, just south of Indy, with access to an interstate, coming and going. And we need that. We need that badly. Housing development's going up. Businesses are coming in. We need that. So I think it's going to be great. What's up, Zach? Look at that, coming with the stars. What am I talking about? Talking about a little bit of everything. The eclipse, and how things are going to be going around here. Zach, thank you very much, sir. Anyway, that's a little ways off, but you better prepare now. It'll be here before we know it. Zach will be down here with us, Indiana Weather Network guys. We're going to have some fun with them. They're going to go live. We're going to go live. We're trying to figure out some stuff with Mr. Haggart so we can get him involved. And if we can figure that out, we'll be able to do some amazing things. Haggart's drone service. So, looking forward to it. And can't wait. Thanks to the new businesses that logged on and became sponsors of the show. Got those all set up. Got some other ones on the site already set up. So we're ready for Monday morning. It went by so quick because of the snow, and Saturday was pathetic, and then today was almost spring-like, and we're ready for Monday. I will be back on at 6:30 a.m. with my cast of characters that join me. Chicken crowd, as they call themselves. So any other questions, comments, concerns? Jade, you got any more? Jade's firing these questions at me tonight. I'm like, come on, Jade. I'm all out of answers. I'm out. Nothing? Lenny, you got anything you want to say? Well, it looks like we're done. Corey, you got anything? Don't forget Thursday, FFA Kids. It is Drive Your Tractor to School Day, and it'll be happening very early in the morning. Be careful driving around the community coming into town Thursday morning. Drive Your Tractor to School Day. Saturday may have sucked. Saturday night was downtown, was hopping. You went down to Indy? You talking Indy or here, Lenny? God bless you, Mike. Thank you, sir. So I don't, oh, here. So last night was hopping. I didn't, it was a bit chilly. I stayed home. I didn't do a whole lot last night. But, hello, Angie. Hello, Bree. How you doing, Bree? Bree, I'm ready for the Fall Foliage Parade. I'm ready to skip summer and go right for the parades. Courtney K, how you doing? I'm good, Bree. All right, we're all done. We're working on it. And like I said, I've already talked to Tommy. He's we're gonna set up over there where we did last year, probably, more than likely. Good night. See you in the morning, Rick and Debbie. Hey, let's not forget Paragon Homecoming, 100th anniversary. They got a lot going on. Bingo coming up. Am I correct in saying that? 24th. Am I right on that, Rick? Huge pots. Like huge pots of bingo. You too, Joyce. Thank you, dear. 24th. I think I'm right. The square was pretty busy for cold. The square's always busy. I think Shannon said that a little bit ago. The square's been busy. I drove down there live and could not believe on a Friday night how busy it was at 9 o'clock. And went live from downtown. Yep, 24th. Thank you, Rick. 24th bingo, Paragon, in support of the Paragon Homecoming 100th year anniversary coming up later in the year. I just ran you a dedicated, look at that, network circuit for the front yard. Hang on, y'all. 2 gig fiber. I think you will be good for the parade. Tom, you didn't have to do that, buddy. Thank you, sir. See, that's what I was saying. I said that earlier. Bree, that's Tommy. He's doing that right there. He's got a setup. We'll be able to call the parade from right there again this year. No interruptions. 2 gig fiber service. That's awesome. Have a great night. Thank you for all you do for the community. Thank you, Leslie. And then she throws stars at me. Good night. So y'all going to bed now at 8:40? I'm not going to bed. All right. We'll see y'all at 6:30 in the morning. Bring your coffee and your sassy attitude, because we got to get with Seth and Trent. Seth may still be burning firewood in his front room. I never heard if he. No, he said he's back in the 21st century. They lost power out there in the sticks, and Tommy, thank you, sir. Love you guys. Thanks for tuning in tonight. Be careful. You ought to be at work, Lenny. Turn us on. Turn us on at work, and we'll give you a shout out, Lenny. Love you guys. We will see you tomorrow morning.